What's up guys, TG back here with another video recapping Season 5 Episode 1 of Animal Kingdom. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy, as I'll have weekly recap videos after every episode. This episode starts off soon after the events of Season 4. There's a lot of panic due to that final job, which of course involved Smurf's nephews and the Codys' cousins. They're aware they live in Oceanside and they are coming after them. The boys meet at the house to decide what to do next. Pope wants to give the gold they stole back, but Craig disagrees since it's worth $1 million. Craig wants to wait until it blows over, but Jay knows it never will and agrees with Pope, and so does Darren. In a flashback, we see Smurf at a store with a young Cody and Julia. She distracts the cashier while they pickpocket a customer and steal some snacks. There's some cash and a MasterCard in the wallet that they stole, so they decide to stay at a hotel with a pool. Back in the present day, Pope and Craig sit outside a mail store. The truck Pope left at the compound was registered here. They expect the cousins to turn up since it's the only info they have on them other than Smurf's phone number. Pope and Craig see that the store isn't opening when it should be, so they go in the back to find that the cousins already stopped by and left the clerk tied up. They cut him loose and he reveals there was 4 of them waiting for him when he arrived. The clerk gave the cousins an address to an apartment that Smurf had, which the rest of the Codys did not know about. They make their way to the apartment and Darren and Jay are bringing all the gold into a storage facility. While doing so, Jay questions Darren about Adrian talking to the cops, but Darren says that he took care of it. As they leave, Jay gets a text informing him of the cousins' location. We then go to another flashback where Smurf, Andrew, and Julia are sitting by the poolside. Julia is rolling a joint for Smurf and then goes into the pool, and Pope is busy organizing all of his candy by color. In the pool, another woman's kid is splashing Julia when she's asking her to stop. Smurf tries to get the kid's mother to stop it, but she claims they are just playing, so instead Smurf has Pope go in and drown the kid. It goes on for a while, but it is eventually broken up. The kid's mother says that she is going to call the cops, so Smurf takes the kids and leaves. In the current day, the boys meet up outside the apartment complex. They see they have one person, Odin, on guard outside, and the rest are in the apartment. Using a homeless person for help, they distract Odin, which allows Craig and Pope to sneak up on him. They bring him to the apartment door at gunpoint while Darren and Jay sneak in through the balcony door after hopping over the roof. They are able to sneak up on the cousins and trap them. Pope says that they just want to give the gold back and they want this to be the end of it. One of them says that it's not enough since Smurf killed their dad, but Jay says that he killed Smurf. Pope explains that they didn't know Smurf's full plan and that to them it was just a job gone bad. Whatever problem that there was between Smurf and Jed had nothing to do with them. One of the cousins agrees to take the gold and leave it at that, so he goes with Pope to go get it from the storage unit. The Codys go back to the house for dinner, and Jay reveals Smurf's will to them. In the flashback, Smurf and the kids get in the car to leave the hotel, but before they go, Smurf sets a fuse off leading into the gas tank of the woman's car who threatened to call the cops. As Smurf and the kids drive off, the woman's car blows up and a young Pope is smiling and satisfied. In the present, they are discussing the will, which states that basically everything is going to Pamela Johnson and nothing is going to them. Then the power goes out and the cousins come back crashing through the gate. They start shooting and they have night vision lenses. The fight goes on for a while and a lot of gunfire is exchanged, but the Codys come out on top. Darren gets hit in the shoulder with a bullet, but overall he ends up being okay. Dave gets shot and killed, Jeremy is shot and choked out by Craig, and Odin is drowned by Pope, leaving just 1 out of the 4 alive. Cops are coming, and Craig, Pope, and Jay have no choice but to flee while Darren is tending to his bullet wound. Once he's done, he goes outside to greet the cops as 2 arrive on the scene. Cops say that neighbors called about gunshots, and Darren says it was from a game. One of the cops says that they need to check it out, but Darren says no since they don't have a warrant. The other cop says to call it off and have the other units stand down. He then talks alone with Darren, saying that he's lucky he got there first. Darren pays him off, and the cop tells Darren to tighten up because this never happened with Smurf in charge. Pope, Jay, and Craig load the 3 dead bodies along with the living one into a truck. Pope says that he'll take care of it and that he'll meet them back at the house. Pope drives out to an open field and has the one living one start digging. Once he's done, they move the bodies into the hole, and then Pope has him kneel and puts a gun to the back of his head. Pope tries talking himself into shooting from Smurf's perspective. He tells himself that if Smurf were here, she'd force him to do it, but now that she's gone, he doesn't go through with it. Pope tells him to get up and go. We get one more quick flashback. Pope's sitting on the hood of the car eating. Julia tells Smurf she thinks that all this moving around is not good for Andrew and that he needs more of something. Smurf tells her not to worry too much, and the episode comes to a close. That's it for the premiere of Season 5, which I really enjoyed. It definitely does a good job of setting up like the premise of this season, which is moving on and continuing to run the business without Smurf, while also dealing with a lot of the problems she left behind for them. I'm going to miss Smurf for sure and all of her craziness, but I think this can also be a really good change because things will be much more difficult and intense for them without her. It is definitely going to be cool to see the different direction the show takes without Smurf in it. I also really enjoyed seeing Pope make his own choice at the end. For basically his whole life, he's been Smurf's puppet, doing exactly what she asked, whether he wanted to do it or not, and the flashbacks show that really started at a young age. And he knows it's true too, as we saw in that final scene. He knows that if Smurf was around, he'd probably be talked into killing him. But now that she's gone, we do see him make his own choice and spare him. He finally did what he thought was right and not what Smurf would think is right. Hopefully sparing him doesn't come back to bite them, but for now, it's good to see Pope be his own person. That's it for this video, guys, going over the premiere. I will be doing weekly recaps of every episode and might do some prediction videos in between, so be on the lookout for those, and thanks for watching.